Outside of the industry, outside of the box, outside of the chains and outside of the locks. Outside of the industry, outside of the box, outside of the chains and outside of the locks. Outside of the industry, outside of the box, outside of the chains and outside of the locks. Outside of the industry.
You are now tuned into Industry Outsiders Radio broadcast. We welcome you with your host, Wise Guy Pug. Let's go.
Outside of the industry, outside of the box, outside of the chains and outside of the locks. Outside of the industry, outside of the box, outside of the chains and outside of the locks. Outsiders.
What's up, outsiders? What's going on? What's going on, people? Midwest, GI, yeah, the whole region, man. What's up? The whole world. I'm here with my guy, man. I'm here with not only family, but my people, my day one, my blood, Doty G Mac, man. What's up, my brother?
What's up with you, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you, man?
I'm blessed, man. One day at a time, brother.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
So listen, man, it's been 2 weeks
2 weeks.
since the album officially dropped, bro.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling, man? How's the feedback?
So the feedback it's been good. It's actually been mind-blowing, actually, because the way people been telling me that my album been affecting them in a positive way, it's really been like a blessing to me. Because the process of me working on this album and what I'm doing,
Yeah,
you know, my thought process, where I want to do, what audience I want to reach or touch,
yeah.
you know, it was meant for that. So for me to get that in return,
You put a lot into this album.
oh yeah, man.
First of all, let's talk about the track listing, bro. You got like, what, 22 tracks?
22 tracks.
So that's reminiscent. I told you before, that's like them old No Limit days. You know what I'm saying? When you get a No Limit album and you got all of these tracks. So in a day like today where most of the songs are shorter,
Right.
and most of the albums are shorter. Not
Right.
only because the songs are shorter, but you got albums that's like 8, 9 tracks.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? So
Mostly
what
like
made you wanna
EPs.
what made you wanna put out an album that full?
I mean, I come from the original, the old school way.
Yeah.
Music is me. So when you constantly working it and you have a message behind it and you have everything that you're doing, that you're working on, that's like really leading up to that message you're trying to put out there,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, what you're aiming for, it's hard to really be like, okay, let me get like about 10 of these
Yeah,
and then put it to the side when you know that they need to hear this as well.
yeah,
That's why if you hear my album, it's a shift in the album.
yeah, it definitely
You
is.
know what I'm saying? So I had something for, you know, we turned up in the beginning, we parlay. I give you something, you know what I'm saying, to wake up to,
Yeah.
get your day started. But as you go through, man, there's ways you can handle certain things. And then you get to the point where now you get to see what was the effect of the change. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
See, I like the sequence of the album because it started off up-tempo motivation.
yeah,
So you got motivation on this album, you got
Right.
inspiration,
right,
you got information.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
your content is well thought out and well put together.
right,
And outside of you being family, that's why I'm drawn to you. So I'm really a fan, not because we family,
right.
but because I really enjoy art.
Gratitude.
I'm a real fan of music. Always have been.
Likewise, though.
Even in my music, I'm always trying to put content in it. I put my heart in it. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the first things I heard from you ever since you started.
Right.
Ever since you started spitting and putting out music, I heard your heart.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even your money songs. When I listen to the album, like Hustle, Stack, Flow,
Yeah.
Big Bank Account.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to your average money song where
Right.
artists like blowing a lot of bags at the strip club.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Or in the club blowing a lot of money on bottles
Right,
just to
right.
impress women. No. When I listen to your money songs, the content is like, man, I'm trying to put my family in a better position.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you know what? You got it right on the head. As we speaking on it now, as it coming on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shirell, my own boy from Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying, by way of Mississippi. check him out, man. He dope, man. But he blessed this feature for me, man. He was lit with that. But this whole concept of this is a manifestation type song. Like,
Yeah.
Manifesting things, but with order and structure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not only telling you about having money or what you can do with money. I'm actually feeding to you that being conscious about what you're doing.
Right.
Being able to map out what you're doing, move in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know, show some appreciation about it. You know what I mean? And not blow it in. It ain't all about being flashy. It's all about really actually putting your money in places.
Yeah, and putting yourself in position.
Yeah,
where you can be a real man and take care of your family, putting your family in a better position.
Exactly.
You know, I get, out of your album, I get generational wealth. I get hope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the future. I hear a man that's trying to, Odyssey, on a journey, right?
Yeah.
To put his family in position on his way, on a journey to be the leader that God intended him to be.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And trying to motivate other guys or women.
Yeah, it's for all.
Yeah.
I mean, for all ages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From 8 to 8.
Just to motivate, just to inspire, and educate. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I always told myself, anytime I do any type of music, or if I'm going to put anything on the track, they put it out there for the people. It got to be something that's going to give them some type of a direction, you know, in a righteous way.
Yeah.
Even if I'm expressing my pain, by the end of that song, I'm going to tell you how I'm dealing with that pain and how I plan to get out of that.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, okay, I'm going to be stuck in this and this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it worse by being destructive. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather turn around and be more productive and do something positive and be able to give a different type of, you know, outcome than what we normally see on the regular when people deal with certain things.
So if somebody was to ask me what separates Doty G Mac from the average whoever in the industry, mainstream, that's probably what I would say. Like, because he's different, he got something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than somebody just trying to be the hot whatever for now, or following a cookie cutter mold that's making money in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what, in your own words, what makes you different from the average Joe?
So my music is not, as far as my process of making music, coming up with my concepts or whatever, anything, that has nothing really to do with making something for.
Yeah.
I like to feel, you know what I'm saying? My music comes from feeling. So if I feel good with this song, say, man, this song hot, and I get to flow with it,
Yeah.
I'm already thinking like, okay, cool, since I'm feeling good, why not make the song feel good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't talk about killing nobody or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I got these many guns or this, and that. You know, if I mention about some guns or whatever, it'd be talking about a certain situation where it's needed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
You're
passion.
conscious in your
Yeah, I'm more,
bars,
yeah.
your lyrics.
So it's like, I was raised up with that, you know, behind it, like listen to Scarface, listen to Ice Cube,
Yeah.
The whole NWA, you know, the whole substance and everything they brought to the table with when they talking about, you know, what was really going on in the streets,
Right.
or
Right.
anything that people were scared to talk about instead of talking about the cover up.
Yeah.
You know, not being, you know, I got this many chains on, I got this much money, you know,
Yeah.
I'm driving these type of cars, but are you happy doing that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every day when you go, you leave your house, are you prayed up, man? Are you know what I'm saying? Do you feel safe? Anything, man? Like, do you know?
Yeah, you conscious of all of that. Let's just step away from the music for a minute. We're going to come right back to it.
Right.
Back to the album. Tell us a little bit about Doty G Mac.
As far as what?
Like, where you come from, man, as far as your upbringing.
I was born in Gary, Indiana. Shout out to G.I., believe that, 219. I was raised in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
11th Street, Wild Ones. That's what we represent, but 11th Burleigh, North Side, Milwaukee.
How old was you when you came back here?
Well, before I came back here, because most of my life was like, the beginning of my life was out there in Milwaukee. But being raised, coming up in Milwaukee, was like, as a kid, you don't know a lot. You learn it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I saw a lot. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the streets. I'm from the streets, but I'm not a street dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People have been in street situations. but I'm not a street dude. I'm not gonna walk around here and glorify that like it's a trophy.
Yeah.
So let's get that straight. If you listen to my music, that'll tell you too. But I was raised around all that. Seen a lot of poverty, drug abuse.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all bad either, because man, we had some fun times growing up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like growing up in Milwaukee, man, we had this game we used to play called Cans, man. It could be a boring day, we ain't got nothing going on, man, but the kids will start up a game on Cans. The game of Cans in Milwaukee, if y'all don't know, it's when you on the sidewalk, you know, and the first 3 lines is your court.
Yeah.
So the middle line is always blank though, that's the center court, but you know, you got a kid on your line, and, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
they got a kid on theirs, so,
Yeah.
and then it goes by 10s on each line, backwards on each side, so you can hit a 10-pointer, you get a 20-pointer, whatever, but you got to make it to 100.
Yeah.
But we'd do that all day. So before you know it, you had a whole neighborhood on both sides of the block, like playing cans, or we used to go to different blocks and start cans. When the basketball courts was full, all the big homies had on the court field, we would start the cans in the hood.
Okay.
But also, man, it just, you know, got into a lot of nonsense. Too, man, hanging around the wrong crowd, man.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot, man. Like, I just
Same
saw,
thing everywhere, right?
Right, same thing everywhere, man.
What the ghetto boys say, the world is a
The
ghetto.
whole world is a ghetto, man. Like, if you from it and you really been through some things, man, you know for a fact that it ain't nothing to really too much glorify. It's a survival, bro. It's a blessing to come out of it.
So when we met up for the first time, do you remember? Over at Big Mama house?
Yeah, man.
So for all y'all who don't know, this is my first cousin. His mom and my father, brothers and sisters.
Right.
But he was in Milwaukee. I always knew about him. But when we first met, I brought him and sat him in my car. We was listening to one of my albums back then.
Yeah.
Was it an EP or was it a full album? Do you remember?
I think it had like,
Because I remember I dropped a tape, Ghetto Express. It was an EP at first, like 4 or 5 songs before I dropped the album.
so the one I remember was
The No Pain, No Gain.
The We're Product of Every Soldier on there.
Yeah, that was the original one.
And the song about your pops.
Yeah,
That was that one.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that blew my mind when I found out, man, I had a cousin that actually, they used to always tell us about each other, and
Yeah. Now, was you doing music at that time?
yeah.
Now, I know you come from a musical background, and we're tapping that a little bit, but as far as that, I knew that you had, when we was talking music back then, and when I was letting you hear my stuff, I seen it in your eyes, and I knew it in the passion, the way you was talking,
Right.
that you had a real love for music. But at that time, I don't know if you was recording or doing anything, but we had a connection
Right.
instantly.
Right.
Not just because
Yeah.
when we seen each other so much that we heard about each other, we was like, man, we actually look alike.
Yeah. And then that's another thing they was telling us too, like, man, y'all look just alike too. And we like,
Yeah.
I need to find out who this dude is, man. I need to get, because then when they talk about you so much, and they make you want to meet each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. But since we met, we've been clicked ever since. Kept up with each other ever since. And then when you came back here to live, to stay, plant your flag, and then you start doing music, I've been a fan of yours, man. So that's the family background, man. So real quick though, your pops are in the music, right?
Yeah. So that's another thing. Growing up, knowing that, when I was a kid, I was around celebrities, and I was around celebrities. My pops was on tour with major artists, and he'll come in and out, or when I go visit him, they'll come to the studio, and I'm not knowing who these people are, but I start looking at album covers that have been sitting in the corner in the crates, and end up seeing their faces like, yo, this look like, oh.
Well, he was playing instruments, right?
Yeah, he was playing bass. He was playing bass for different artists as well as like
Temptations.
the Temptations, the OJs, Phyllis Hyman. Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to my pops, Kyle Spencer, man. You know, he got his own band, teacher's band, and he also stage manager for Al Hustling One Way.
And speaking of that, though, you play the drums too, right?
Yeah, man, it's in my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy got music all in him, man.
Yeah, drums, a little bit of boards, but I'm a drummer though.
Speaking of that, man, coming back to the album, when I first got up with you to do the song Streets, I don't even know if I told you this, but that was the first time I actually heard, when you sung the vocals on the hook, that was my first time hearing that you had a voice. I was like, man,
yeah,
it blew me away with that one because that was something you had tucked That was like a weapon.
Yeah. So I actually I've been holding that chorus for that long, at least about let me see. We did that song in 20?
Maybe 1, yeah.
So
yeah,
I've been holding it since 14.
Yeah.
Like
That hook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I never knew what to do with it at the time. It was something that I was scared to really sing on my tracks. You know, I was trying to find somebody else to do it, but I always knew how I wanted to sound.
Yeah.
So I finally got to the point I was like, man, let me go ahead and use this. I can't find nobody to really sing it like I want to. I don't hear it. So
let me tell you a secret, man. For me, I think that's what took you and your music to another level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That opened more doors because I'm telling you, on that long road.
Yeah, man.
Bruh,
listen.
That's one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yo, listen.
You know what I'm saying? My favorite songs ain't got to be the songs that I'm a part of, which we'll talk about that too.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll talk about some more songs. But my favorite song is songs like Long Road.
Yeah.
Because it reaches a different audience.
Oh, yeah,
you
most
know what
definitely.
And
was
that your intent, or was you just about feeling at that time?
Yo, it was sometimes, man, they say that's be your biggest songs when you authentic and you real with yourself.
Oh, for sure.
And you really pour your pain out. And that was one of them songs, like, I just got tired, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I spread myself so thin to the point where I didn't have my own leg to stand on.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes, man, you feel like things get thrown in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know for a fact that you done did right by people or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's enough.
I'll tell you something, man, because I ain't told you this. I got a brother, bro. One of my brothers that I came up with from the ground. I'm talking about kindergarten all the way up, and we still tight today. Right? Same hood. We've been through a whole lot of stuff together. I let him hear your album, but Long Road was one of the first songs I sent him because I knew him. I know his story. And I know he was going to immediately identify with that song, right? So I sent it to him. I said, I got a song that I think you probably like, man. Let me know what you think. This was after the album drop. It's on YouTube. I sent him the link. Bruh, he probably texted me back maybe about an hour later. He said, man, I've been listening to that song nonstop. He got me crying over here.
Yeah.
Song's heavy like that.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those emotional songs. You can tell you was in the bag on that one. You was in one. You was on one on that song.
And there was something really different that I actually do as far as all the way through a song, which I was singing through the song.
Yeah.
It had a rap singing feel in certain parts though.
Yeah.
But just for me, like how I poured it out on the chorus, like it just came out natural. So, but bro.
Yeah.
When you pulling like that, it took me a while to do that. And shout out to Bug, Hollow Gang Bug, right? One of the cats I look to, man, like he's great at singing songs and putting pain out there.
Yeah.
So I've been around him for a minute and talking to him about like, yo, I need to get that out, bro. It's like a therapy, like it's a therapist for me, like you being a therapist to me today. Right. But when I finally tapped in from like taking the notes and everything from him, and advice from him, I heard a song. My brother Troll, shout out to Troll, one of the members from BHWB.
Okay, shout out to him.
You know what I'm saying? He had a song called Lost My Mind. And the way the beat was, I was like, that beat, I like that beat different, but it's dope the way he came off of it. And I'm like, yo, it made me want to not actually do a song like that, but want to go in that field where he was at, in that world that he was in.
In that world, yeah.
But different subjects or whatever. When I actually found the beat like that, that's what that beat told me. I could pour that out.
Yeah.
It was something for me to say, okay, I found something, I could do something. You know what I'm saying? I finally found something. So,
and that's the thing about being an artist too, man, because you let the beat dictate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, if they're on the outside looking in, they come up to somebody like us and be like, man, how did you write that song? What made you write that song? You be like, man, the beat told me. Led me in that direction.
Sometimes the beat has a story of its own.
Got a story of its own. And it taps into your experience.
Yeah.
And y'all just married. You know what I'm saying?
I sat here one time for like 3 hours straight with the headphones on to a beat that was speaking to me so much that it was making me emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another thing, the power of the music itself.
Yeah.
How it taps in with your spirit, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad spirit though. It was something I knew I was gonna do some good on, but I was going to express myself about something that was coming from the heart. So it was really touching me in that way for me to do that. But I didn't did that, man. When the music actually told me the story, it spoke to me, and I was able for me to come out. Like, it spoke to me, and it was made, I was able to really just deliver what it needed to be on there.
Music is spiritual, man. I forget exactly how it go, but I heard a guy said, man, music is the only thing that can go past your spiritual defenses, right? Without your permission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can make you feel whatever the music is intended for you to feel. You can feel horror. That's why they got instrumentals in horror films. You know what I'm saying? It can instill fear. It can instill laughter, love, hatred, like all type of things.
Yeah.
Depending on what's behind the music. And then when you add the word on top of it, which is the most powerful, because words, you know, and not to get too spiritual, but it's life and death in the tongue, right?
Right.
You got good and bad forces coming out your mouth. So adding that on top of the beat just to make that more powerful.
Yeah.
This one of my favorite songs too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Wonder why I don't mess with niggas, right?
Yeah, listen.
What inspired this song, man?
Just wising up, bro. Sometimes you choose a crowd or type of environment, bro, that you too comfortable in. And either you gonna live in it and die in it, or you gonna pull yourself out of it and move around.
I know you say this is what got Nipsey killed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the type of, they act like they with you, man. They see you rising.
Yeah. People that hate on you.
They put these masks on there with the smiley face on it, man. But behind that mask, man, it's like they plotting on you.
Yeah.
They envy you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, especially when you got a pure spirit and you doing something positive and trying to build somebody up or build like Nip, man. He tried to build a community. He tried to get back to his people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was putting people in position which, in a lot of our minds that think like that, it's kind of like, man, we don't even know if we can do that now.
Right.
Because when you see that, man, your man get killed in your own neighborhood that he built. The man bought out a place where he went to jail in front of so many times.
Yeah.
That he ended up buying a place where, because he was trying to sell T-shirts, they was messing with him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They tried to shut down just when he had just a table. Him and his brother had a table up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's dealing with the law. But now when you're dealing with the people that you're trying to feed and whose lives you're trying to change, and for that to come back on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you wonder why people just like, I'm gonna stay away.
You get taken out in your own city, your own state, in your own hood.
Man, y'all be wanting people to come back. To uplift that. They be wanting people to come back to get back to the hood, man. But what is your way of thinking, or what is your way of giving back to the hood? Because there's many ways to give back. And Nip didn't have to put $1 in everybody's pocket. He gave people opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He gave them something they could actually do. He gave them jobs, man. He gave them something they could follow, a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? The whole marathon blueprint is a whole nother life, man, that he built on his own. It's a whole other world. But a lot of people don't want to tap in it because they're looking at, you know what I'm saying, the small way thing, or you know, the materialistic stuff and all this, bro. But when a man trying to teach you how to get it, it's on you to want to go get it. It's not for him to just grab you and drag you or push you. Bro, you gotta want it for yourself. So why would you take a man out that did it and wanted it for himself and wanted you to have the same thing?
So with that example, man, what happened to Nip and everything that you done seen in your life, everything we probably done seen in this city, how selective are you, man, about the guys that you choose to be in your circle or stand next to?
Nowadays I'm very selective.
Yeah.
And most of the time, man. Even though I have guys that I do, you know what I'm saying, socialize with or fellowship with, I also be to myself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I got to make sure myself great. I got to make sure that man in the mirror is tight. You know, it ain't about me. I can't judge nobody else. I got to look in the mirror and get me straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't judge you when I'm still on trial.
Right. So you still found a solid group of individuals, though, that you chose to click with. So talk to us a little bit about BHNWB. Yeah.
Bald head niggas with beards.
With beards, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Talk to us about the crew, man. Because y'all sound like y'all actually been knowing each other for a long time, but because the music is like relatable, y'all gel good together. But talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we first started, it started off with me and Cliff O.
Okay.
Me and Cliff O was on the phone on FaceTime talking. So I ended up cracking my little joke. Because me and him both was on there just like this here. Bald heads. So I was like, look at us, man. We both look like two bald head niggas with beards. And we both started laughing. But Cliff was like, man, that'd be dope, man, if that was a rap group.
Yeah.
And I got, you know, at first I'm like, yo, it's funny. But then again, it clicked like, yo, what if it was? Because the name is catchy.
Yeah.
So we sat on it for a minute.
Yeah. Hey, and there's a lot of bald head niggas with beards.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So we brought them out for
it's
real.
already relatable, you know what I'm saying?
So we sat on it for a minute, and then I ended up, Rome Syndrome ended up coming over to the crib.
Yeah.
And I ended up telling him about it. And instantly, because he a bald head nigga with beard too.
Okay.
So I ended up telling him about it. Snapped off. He was like, yeah, I'm with it. So he ran back to Cliff at the club, at a show at the club one night. Made sure that he was with it. So Cliff like, yo, I'm with that. You know, I heard what Doty talking about. So then another situation pop off. There was a show out in Texas. Keisha was putting, shout out to Keisha from Ear Hustling.
That's right.
She did a show out there in Texas. And Cliff ran into Trost.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And brought it to his attention. And when Cliff came back from Texas, he came to me and Ron, was like, yo, I found the fourth member.
Yeah.
We all jailed up. It was the time we met. We kicked it in the spot where all of us was in the same building at one time for the first time.
Okay.
That was a wild night. You know what I'm talking about. But
so how would you characterize the group, man? Is it more lyrical? Is it more street? Is it a combination of both?
it's everything, bro.
Everything?
Yeah, bro. We very diverse, man. We not in a box or nothing. We ain't scared to touch nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't scared to go nowhere, bro. It's like that's old Rome right there. He featured on the album. Shout out to Rome Syndrome.
Yeah.
Our styles are different. We all come from 4 different camps.
Okay.
And we're all solo artists, but it's like it was all 4 of us being fans of each other's music. I know I started listening to Troll's music through Ear Hustling radio, Ear Hustling
Okay.
show. So
Yeah.
with Keisha and Ivo.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Keisha and Ivo for real, yo.
Because y'all put a lot of artists, a lot of spotlight on the region and on the city.
Wrote a lot of records on there too.
And you put a lot of light on artists who wouldn't necessarily know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all, man, and what y'all doing.
Yeah. So I heard Troll's music on there. And that's when I was like, you know, he had some tracks on there that I was really digging. So I was like, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
You know, but when he came along, like I said, when he came along, he was like, at first the 3 of us, well, 2 of us, you know, me and Ron, be like, we'll look, like, who is this dude? But when we started kicking it, bro,
Yeah.
it gelled so well.
Okay.
So to the point when we started kicking it and so much and talking about this group, we was like, man, forget it. Why we talking about it, man? Let's just get in the studio and start working.
Right.
So, man, Cliff already had a song started, but we ended up adding Rome and Troch to it. So that's why if you hear Cliff on the song, the intro song on the album,
Okay.
he say, you know, welcome the newest member, my brother Troch.
Okay.
Because Troch just came in.
That's how that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after that, man, yo, it's been a year and you know, a couple change or whatever, bro. We done been together.
Yeah.
And we done conquer a lot.
Y'all been doing shows and everything,
yeah.
right? So the album, what's the album called?
The album, make sure y'all go get the album on all streaming platforms. It's called Monumental. BHNWB Monumental. And you also go ahead and check us out on Instagram, which is BHNWB4. I think TikTok is the same thing, and then everything else is BHNWB. Facebook, everywhere.
Yeah.
And then all streaming platforms, man, go check it out. And once again, go get the album Monumental, BHNWB. Yeah.
BHNWB, bald head niggas with beards.
Yeah, and I mean, we got some hits on there. The name might be crazy, but when you hear that music, you know.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor too, man. A whole lot of knowledge in these craniums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real talk.
So back to Odyssey, man. This is the newest album that he got out, Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's also on all streaming platforms.
On all
check it out,
streaming.
y'all. It's real dope, and I ain't just saying that. Make sure y'all check it out.
Oh yeah.
The intro, I'm on the intro. I do the Odyssey intro, right?
Yeah.
And how that came about, man, it was just me. I already knew the meaning of Odyssey. I knew it was a journey, but I wanted to know what the actual dictionary said it was.
Right.
So I just looked it up one day, and sometimes, you know, when I looked it up, it said a long and eventful journey.
Right.
And being an artist, man, sometimes the words just don't stop.
Right.
So I just had a download.
Right.
I just kept going.
Right.
Kept going. And by the end, I said, man, I think Doty might like this. If he don't, I just keep it for, a spoken word piece.
Right. Right.
I said, but I think he might like this because after all, it's inspired by his album.
Most definitely.
So when I came over here to do the verse for I Don't Want to Cry, which is another song that I'm featured on.
Right along with King Illy, too. Shout out to King Illy.
Shout out to King Illy, man.
He did his thing on that.
That's a dope track, and that's a track that's full of content. It's one of them tracks you might have to hear 2 or 3 times just to make sure you catching everything that we saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So check that out. But when I came over here to do my verse for that, and we was just talking in between takes and tossing ideas, I said, Doty, man, check this out. Leave the mic on. I said, this is something you might want to use.
Right, most
You know what I'm saying? But let me spit it, see how you like it.
Yeah.
And when I spit it, you was like, man,
keep it.
I'm keeping that. That might be my intro.
He did it again, he did it better than what he did the first time. I said, I'm keeping that too.
Yeah, I said, I don't even like that one, man. Let me go ahead and do it one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I said, I had a hard time thinking, trying to figure out how I was going to open up the album. And that was one of those divine timing situations where, God, man, put this album together. No matter, even like I said, even though I got a lot of profanity on it, man, you already know, man, I'm heavy. I'm very spiritual, man, and it shows. It don't matter what I talk about, man. It might be tainted gospel, if you want to call it that. Shout out to Stacks the Realist, man, and you know what I'm saying, Don Walker, man, for putting that in motion. But
stick a fork right there. For all y'all who do know, y'all already know, I transitioned, unapologetic. A believer in Christ.
Yeah.
I live my life that way. That's why I write clean music. You might have known or heard my music in the past where I was making all type of street music, profanity and everything. But right now I make clean music.
Yeah.
I make music that's about, if it's not about God, it's about real life, real stuff that's going to change.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering, if this not a Christian album, why was you a part of it? Because I recognize real music. I respect real music. I recognize the journey. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the journey. I've been on that journey. The Odyssey, you know what I'm saying? This is what we all on in this life. We're all on a journey, so to speak. But I recognize it. I know this brother. I know his spirit. I know his heart. I know he don't want nothing but the best for his people, for his family, and for his situation. So I'm always on connect to that. I'm always gonna stand next to people I believe in, next to people I love, next to music, regardless if it's regardless if it's considered a Christian album, a gospel album, or an album for the industry or the world. I'm always gonna connect with real stuff that I can impact. You know what I mean?
That's just good food for thought, though.
Yeah, and it's positivity. So that's why I'm a part of that. Outside, if he wasn't my family, I would still be a part of this album or this project, just knowing who he is and what direction he going and what he stand for. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, most definitely, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like most definitely, you one of my biggest mentors. I call you, man, when I'm going through it, man, and I need some direction. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you ain't got all the answers, but the way you let God use you, you know what I'm saying? And he'll put something through you for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's also be helpful for you as well.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate that. And I can say, if it wasn't for you, because you played a big part of this project being put together, because I call you and let you hear some, or we'll sit in sessions.
Yeah.
And you knew where I was going with this. I made an announcement on Facebook not too long ago and said, my next project, so anything I do after this, I'm not using profanity in my music. It don't need all that. There's different ways I can talk to my people. I mean, I'm not trying to reach just my peers. I'm trying to reach the kids. I'm trying to reach the elderly. I'm trying to have everybody at the barbecue listening to everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's how I am with my music, man. So I'm gonna be authentic. I'm gonna be real with it, man. I'm not gonna play and follow trends and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got to. Speaking of that, I love this song too. Get Right.
Yeah.
Featuring Dean Akbar.
Dean Akbar, man.
This features that classic Midwest flow, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think a Bone, I think a Tech Nine, I think a Twister.
Yeah.
The way y'all delivered on this one,
Most
man.
definitely.
So, was that intentional?
So me and Dean been in the works, and another one of those songs when I say when you feel it.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact, okay, I can hear this person on here. Let me call this person.
Yeah.
Me and Dean been talking about working with each other for the longest. And a lot of people always come to me like, yo, you see us in shows, man, y'all should. I'm like, yo, we gonna work on that. So this is one of those songs.
Yeah.
And I already had the hook.
Okay.
I heard the beat, I laid the hook. I laid my verse probably like 2 days later because, like I said, I'm in the moment.
Yeah.
But I sent it to Dean. Dean was already on it.
Okay.
So he took his time to do his thing. Everybody, we so busy doing so much, but when it came together, it came out like that.
That's why I said that's that classic Midwest flow.
Oh yeah.
It's so much that make this album complete because you touched on different type of flows, different type of deliveries. You touched outside of just the genre of hip hop. You got soul in your music.
Mm-hmm.
You got some of that southern flavor. You know what I'm saying, in your music. You got lyricism. You got a little country in your music.
That come from me.
You know what I'm saying?
That come from me having music around me. Period. Though, like I said, I was born in it.
Yeah.
But I love music. I like making music. So you might catch me on something like a country and western type song, something that you would think Garth Brooks or Shania Twain or somebody like that would get on there. Me, I'm challenging any genre. Put me on. Because I feel like I can make a hit in any one. Put me in rock. There's gonna be some rock joints too. And I touched on that a little bit too, man, with a song on here with me, Ralph Starchild, and Hollow Gang Bug. Make sure y'all check that out too. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the album is dope, man. It got a whole lot of content. I got something, man. You haven't really talked about, man, but I think that people should know. You lost your brother not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Long live Bill, still Bill.
Still Bill. Salute, man.
Yeah.
Long live Still Bill.
I keep him right over there until I look at him all the time, man.
Yeah. So when I hear this album, when I hear the pain, I hear the content. I know your brother was a big fan and supporter of your music. Encourager of your music. How much did losing him impact this album, making this album, the way you approached it?
So he always kept telling me, like, bro, just I could send him some music, and he'll listen to it. He'll give me a phone, he'll give me a call back and be like, bro, I like it, but I know you come harder than that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, man, bro, stop talking about, what we've been through, bro. Like, bring that out, bro, and, share that. And he was like, plus, man, put your foot on these niggas' necks, man. Excuse my French, but yeah, he's like, man, put your foot on these necks, bro, because you cold. So he used to challenge me every time, bro. Like, he'll know something that's great, but still go at me and say, you know what, dog, it ain't good enough.
You can do better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I miss that. So when he passed away, I feel like I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of me that deep where when he left, I ain't know who to go to. I ain't had nobody to go to. I had to rely on myself for real.
Yeah.
And that forced me to get to know myself and know how to master myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And take all the notes and everything that he taught me in the conversation that we had, man, that helped me build my structure all over again.
Because that's your older brother, right?
Yeah.
So he was your mentor. Not only your older brother, but like your mentor, your coach, your partner, your father figure, your right hand man, the person that you like to spend time with and run the streets with, if so to speak.
Right.
But you knew that he had your best interests at heart.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't even imagine, bro. So I already know that that played an impact on how you approach this music, because I hear it.
Yeah, I mean,
without even you talking about it, I heard it.
I mean, it's a song that I was working on for him, that I am working on for him.
Yeah.
That didn't make the album because it's just that painful for me to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like I talked about it in some of the music. Like, I'm still mourning the loss of my brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
ain't no way around that. But I don't use it to. I mean, I don't let it keep me in a dark place and nothing like that, man.
Right.
I actually use it for for my strength to just really get through, like I said, getting through this album and being able to say, okay, it's okay to release this song. It's okay to say that this is dope right here. Okay, it's good enough for me to put it out there because I'm confident to know that instead of me saying I got to go let Bill hear, you know what I mean, I got to know now, you know what I mean? So I just remember everything he told me. And
and that's
why a big part.
That's why I asked you that, man. It's cool to let people know. First of all, everybody lost somebody, right? So everybody dealing with grief in their own ways. But it's good to let people know exactly what you're dealing with and what happened and what you was able to accomplish and like overcome in spite of. You know what I'm saying? Like we all deal with grief and we all deal with it different ways, but we gotta find a way to push, you know what I'm saying, by keeping our loved ones alive. Like we are the good memories, everything they taught us, like you already said, you know what he'll tell you now. You know what I'm saying? All of those things, man, is what keep us going. Knowing that our loved ones are still right here with us, cheering us on, you know what I'm saying, in this thing called life. Like, man, keep going. We know their spirit, we know their heart. So we kind of know what they would tell us and what they wouldn't tell us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
He did a lot. He did a lot for me, man. I'm just waiting to drop that song.
Yeah. And in due time, man.
I'm waiting because it's gonna help me to be able to feel a little better. Yeah. You know what I mean? You'll never get over it though.
Right. But that's one thing about music too, because we talked about this before. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
You get in the booth, man, you write something from here, it helps to relieve. You know how, I think being a real artist who speaks from the heart and come from the spirit, come from the soul, it's almost equivalent or just as potent as sitting down with a counselor or somebody.
Right.
Because you in that booth, right? It's just you and God in the track.
Right.
And you releasing. And it feels good to get that out. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, that's how I felt like after Long Road. After, you know, a lot of these songs on there, even the song about my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was another song that...
Yeah, that's another powerful track.
Man, bro.
Let's speak on that a little bit.
So, yeah, the song Taraji, Daddy's Baby. So, man, I mean, it's a lot of fathers out here, man. Let's just be real. You know, they're not dealing with the mother of their child, and a lot of them is not in their children's life. But not necessarily because they don't want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's things where, and I'm going to get this straight. I mean, I hope a lot of men, a few men, they can step out and relate, like, for real, because I'm just being real. You know, giving you me. But we don't want to bring no type of energy and anything around our children trying to be in their life. Like, I don't want to go back and forth with her mother.
Right.
I don't want to disrespect her mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't want to, every time I see her, you know, it's like, oh, here we go again, this and that, man. Yeah. I don't even like calling her the term of baby mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's dead, and I hope they see this because I want her to know that, yo, I grew over the years from out of that pettiness and being childish. Like, I speak that in the music. It was because of both our childish ways. I'm not just blaming you and I'm not blaming me. We both played a part in that situation.
Yeah.
But to have my daughter going through that, in the middle of that, and me thinking, you know, in my immature ways, and Brown thinking like, yo, I gotta be so aggressive or come off a certain type of way. Yeah. So I just took it like, I fell back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing that I was happy about that I did, and I own up to that.
Yeah.
But don't ever think that I stopped loving my daughter. I never think about my daughter. My daughter right now, you picture me and my daughter sitting in the studio every day. Looking at her, I wake up and see her every day. But
that's a very real song, man. That's a song that I'm pretty sure a whole lot of fathers, thousands if not millions of fathers can relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that stuck out to me of that song, you said something to the effect of every father that's not in their child's life is not a deadbeat.
Not a deadbeat.
You know what I mean? Because that's the automatic assumption.
Right.
For most women. And you gotta always remember, there's two sides to every story. A lot of times we hear only one side of a story, and then we start believing that side depending on the relationship we have with said person. But it's two sides to every story, and it takes a man to say, man, look, I messed up, but we both messed up.
Yeah.
We both messed this up.
That was my whole point. That's what me what made me even speak that way on that song.
Yeah.
I'm not going on there to bash her.
Yeah.
I'm going there to give my daughter some understanding and let her know, like, no, you're not dealing with a situation where your daddy don't want you.
Yeah.
Or he didn't want to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is some things that happened between me and your mother, and you know what I'm saying? I had to sacrifice me not being able to see you in order for me not to lose my life or my freedom.
Right.
Doing something crazy.
Doing something
because
crazy.
I want to
Out of
prove
emotion.
it. Out of emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anytime. I got my daughter's name tatted on my arm.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? So it's not like I forgot I got a child. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm out here just walking through it and try to make other babies or whatever and forget that I got a child. No, man, I got to get it right with my baby girl. And if it take me to speak out this way, then I'm going to speak out this way. And it's going to be real no matter how anybody feel about it. Because there's a lot of us out here that want to speak out this way, but we ain't being heard.
Right.
Because we look at it as what? We deadbeats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't care. You ain't doing your thing. You low as a father. But see, you don't know what we go through in life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You got to get that understanding.
Yeah, it took a lot of courage and transparency to make that song, man. And I appreciate it too, bro.
Yeah, man.
You hear the love for your baby girl on that record. You hear the heartfelt, just the vibration of the record. Man. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. You hear it. So yeah, that's a powerful song. This one right here, On Me.
On Me.
Featuring Stacks the Realest.
Yeah.
Man, I love her voice too.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to meet her yet, but
I
need her to know I love her voice, man. She got a dope voice.
Shout out to Stacks the Realest Entertainment. Yeah. Yo, look, hey, she about 4'11", bro, but she on some 6'10", boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love her energy and her voice.
Straight up.
Yeah. So what inspired this song? On Me.
You can't be a part of no situation or bring something to any situation. Nobody is not, you know what I'm saying, your crutch at all times, bro. You can't have anybody carrying you for everything. What I'm saying is that whatever I'm a part of, I am because we are because I am.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, in order for me to play my part and get my job done and play my position for everything to be right, it starts with me.
Yeah, it's on you.
So I gotta depend on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's on me to go in, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I can't ask for handouts. Everybody ain't gonna take care of you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
gonna hold your hand.
Right. You gotta stand on your own 10 toes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
So first, you gotta believe in God. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on you for your happiness.
Yeah.
It's on you for your stability.
Yeah.
On you for your family, especially if you're a man. It's on us.
Yeah.
It's on us to figure it out. Stand in the gap for our family and lead. You know what I'm saying? So
especially when you're in a rough situation, like you feel like there's no way out. But when I'm gonna tell you, the strength is when you going through that. Are you gonna take the easy route and put yourself in a situation to get a quick dollar?
Yeah.
Or you willing to fight that time out?
Yeah.
Until your time comes and pray it out and really stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And I did all that. You feel me? So that's why I say, why you worrying about me being a bigger threat? I'm focused on getting a bigger check. Ain't got time to front for the internet.
Yeah.
My whole mindset is a different concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My vision was a beautiful masterpiece. It's uplifting and heavily gifted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take a picture and look at this masterpiece. I'm planning to get up out this struggle. Through hard work and dedication, manifestation is everything. Yeah. Like I'm talking that, man, for a reason for you to actually, this is basically saying tap into yourself, man. Like, everybody gonna have all these different, they gonna stereotype you as whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you're gonna have obstacles, you're gonna have challenges.
Man, it's all about struggles. How you handle and stand on that and move and.
But how you gonna weave up out of that thing? Like he said, is you gonna take the easy way out?
Right.
Or is you gonna take the harder way out? You know what I'm saying?
It's on me.
It's on you. It's on you. You know what kind of gifts you got, what talents you got.
Yeah.
You might be a hustler, but does that mean you need to sell something illegal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Figure out something legal you can sell.
Right.
It's on you to get you and your family about whatever situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that.
So that song, that's another one of them songs that speaks to the inspiration. Of the album. It's inspiring.
Oh yeah. And that's my direction too, man. That's my whole point. When I do any song, man, it's just trying to empower somebody, man, and give them hope. We don't have hope nowadays. That's why we running into brick walls. We killing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats out here beefing with each other is not even, they don't even really have a beef with each other, it's with themselves. You scared to fight your battle with yourself.
Yeah.
So you take it out on the next person, man, that trigger that, hit that switch on you when you feeling something about yourself, your insecurities about yourself.
Yeah.
And really you need to check yourself and move in you know what I'm saying, in the right way, man, or man, you gonna deal with, my brothers always say, bro, check yourself or somebody else do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We always gotta do that. It's good to look yourself in the mirror, man, and be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
Man,
right?
sometimes I ain't happy with myself, bro. And I go off on myself too. Like for real. Like, dude, chill out, man.
That's real talk. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
That's self-evaluation.
Have to.
You know what I'm saying? So this album, man, like we said before, 22 tracks. We know you've been working day and night on this album. I'm talking about having sleepless nights.
Man.
Because when you're an artist that do everything. You record yourself, this Body Kid Studio.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right here in the lab, right here, right? Recording, mixing, mastering, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying?
Doing promos.
The promos, the videos,
yeah.
The album cover dope too, as a matter of fact.
Shout out to Genesis Unique too, man. She, you know what I'm saying, she worked with a brother on that. She went crazy on it. So yeah. And she dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the team, man. Yo, most definitely.
So shout out to the team, man. But you've been, like I said, you've been working around the clock with this album. Finally got it out. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You been able to get some sleep?
A little bit, man. You know, it's like you can't turn the car off, man. You can't turn the engine off, man. Especially when you know you still got a little gas, man. You might want to just, you know what I'm saying, go somewhere else. But sometimes I have to really keep myself in place and force myself to get some sleep because I really want to reset my mind for the next chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I don't want to be still on this same fuel. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit.
Yeah. And we also just need to plot and strategize the next level for this project. How can we get it the maximum attention that it deserves?
Most
you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
As far as marketing and everything goes.
Oh, yeah.
And you've been doing a great job already, but like, how can we figure out the visuals? How can we figure out all of the next steps to get it to the eyes that need to see it most? You know, maximize the audience. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a lot of, like you said, it's a lot of microwavable things going on around here, man.
Yeah.
So, but what we missing, and what I hear from a lot of my consumers, man, they say like, yo, we've been missing that type of music, or we've been missing that content. So, what about the videos? Remember, the visuals used to be like movies.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait to see what the videos were. You couldn't wait to sit back like, wow, man, this is exclusive. Man, listen.
Speaking of Long Road, this is it right here, y'all.
Yo. Hey, go check this out. Go cop
Make sure
the
y'all
album,
check
yo.
the album, man.
For real, like, it's my therapy, yo. I listen to my whole album, no lie. Like, I used to go listen to Pac album, or I go listen to X album, or I listen to Scarface. Like, I listen to my album like that because I want to make sure whatever I put out and whatever I felt, when it come back to me, I could be able to feel like, yo, I'm healed from that because I can see it now. You feel what I'm saying? I know I released it.
And I'm going to speak to this too, man. A lot of music today don't have replay value.
Man.
It's like once you hear it,
you
be like, man, I'm cool. I don't got to hear that album no more.
Right.
That's like a lot of music today, and it's like it's soulless almost.
Yeah, I need that timeless.
You know what I'm saying? But this is one of those albums that's reminiscent of the 90s.
Yeah.
Where music meant something, where art was art. You actually run an album right back after you listen to it.
Right.
I'm talking about running it right back. So it's one of those projects, man, and I just want to say you did your thing with it, bro.
Man, gratitude, brother. Listen, and you not, man, you ain't telling no lie about that.
Yeah.
For my own experience, and it's not me just, you know what I'm saying, on my own tip, but it's facts.
Yeah.
I done sat here with the headphones on and played my album back to back, for hours. Like, at least about 4 or 5 hours, man, like just really on there, just listening.
Yeah.
Because I see everything, the vision.
Yeah.
If you hear in the song with my daughter, you know, the first and second verse, that was what we went through. But when a recent situation happened, it was on them last, you know what I'm saying, 4 bars that I put on there.
Yeah.
And it's basically saying, like, you know what I'm saying, she 4 years old. I ain't seen her since she was 4 years old. She 11 now.
Yeah.
But I called a FaceTime. That broke me down, bro. I called a FaceTime, bro. They called me. My daughter on phone, bro. I was on my way to Milwaukee to do a show on the highway.
Yeah.
And, bro, to actually see her, bro, I broke down in the car, man. I had a couple of homies in the car, too, bro. I didn't care.
Yeah.
That moment right there, bro, I could have cried in front of the world.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
but I literally cried, dog, because y'all don't understand that feeling, though. The ones that's really, you feel what I'm saying? That ain't really scared to tell you that, bro. But if I'm speaking for y'all, bro, like, y'all, I know where y'all at.
Yeah.
I know what's up.
Yeah. That little girl just do something to her.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But regardless, even if it's a son that you disconnected from.
Your child, period.
You know that's your seed out there.
Man,
and you know for whatever reason it ain't work out with the baby mother, but you know that's affecting the seed and you don't want that with your child. So because you don't want to create or be a part of no dysfunctional family.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
even if y'all not together, man, but just the co-parenting though, man.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to be like you said, nothing dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Or, you know, man, no chaos and nothing like that, because at the end of the day, I respect her mother enough. Like I grew to respect her mother because I had to reflect on a lot of things we've been through. You know what I'm saying? Together before my daughter came and then the whole after effect or whatever. But, you know, like my brother say, man, shout out to Hollow Game Bud. Real men don't talk about what they're going through half of the time.
Right.
A lot of us feel like it's not masculine enough to tell somebody how they really feel because they so it's till this day you grown and they still dealing with peer pressure.
Right.
But I don't care about none of that, whether you dealing with me or not. That's one thing about me. Either you with me or you ain't. But I'm gonna give you me. You know what I'm saying? Raw and uncut. I'm gonna give it to you.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. I lead a men's group, right?
Yeah.
Outside of here, I'm into a young men, and I lead a men's group. Well, I'm talking about full-grown men, and one of our things is we have Vegas rules right here in Indiana. Means whatever room we at, wherever we at, what happens in here stays in here because men don't have a safe place to talk, a safe place to share. So we guys, man, we carry the whole world on our shoulders, man, on our back. And we try to figure out everything for ourselves, and we cope with different things. We cope with other women, we cope with drugs, we cope with alcohol.
Right.
But when you find somebody solid that you can chop it up with, somebody you know love you, somebody you know got your back, that's gonna give you real good advice. Hey man, that's priceless, man. Take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can build each other up. And you know this ain't a person that's gonna take this conversation from here and go gossip about you, or go slander you behind your back, or use it as a later date for a weapon. But that's a solid one, a real one.
It's like wonder why.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So that's real talk, man.
Speaking of that, to piggyback off of that, when you say you find that one. You know, shout out to J. Nicole, man, my beautiful queen, man. Listen,
shout out to J. Nicole.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I come from just I've been through it. I've been through it. I've been there. I've been out there, and I tried my best to get a lot of things together in the early years. But man, when you get somebody that teach you how to grow up in certain places as a man, not only just for the relationship, but just as a man, to know how to carry yourself around her like that, without forcing it on you, without in your ear, like, well, you need to do this and do that. Bro, that's a powerful woman. Her spirit is beautiful to me, bro. It's my peace. You feel what I'm saying? So even when I'm going through the roughest time, and even if I feel like I'm not worthy enough to have, you feel me? She still make me feel like I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I just tripped over a few things. I stumbled a little bit, but I ain't falling.
And speaking of J. Nicole, man, I just want to give her props as an artist, too. She's a dope artist.
Beautiful artist.
Dope vocalist. Like, she set off the Streets track. She set that mug off on the end, man. So make sure you check out Streets.
Go stream her music, too, man. She got an album out, too, man. Behind the Eyes on all streaming platforms. She got a new single out, of course, Sweet Melodies with featuring me, you know what I mean?
That's a dope track.
But she got more coming though, man. But yo, be on the lookout and go check her out too, man. She dope. But yeah, man, her spirit is beautiful, man. And yo, when somebody grab a hold of your heart like that through your, not only just your mind and your body, bro, but your spirit and being able to help you keep your soul foundated, bro. Like, If that's a word, founded.
I mean, you just made it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Mary J. Blige,
but give you a solid
no
ground.
hateration.
You know what I'm saying? Right, no hateration, right?
She made up a word.
But you know what I'm saying? Giving you, you know what I'm saying? That solid ground. And, yo, she.
That's dope, though, bro.
Yeah, man. So
anytime you can find somebody that you rock with outside, like when it's more than sexual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you want, man.
Man,
Because any relationship that's gonna last, between a man and a woman, it gotta be more than sexual, bro.
Man, I know
that's only gonna be temporary.
Like
that's not gonna keep a person. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. That ain't gonna keep a person because it fades out.
That ain't gonna keep you.
No,
you know
what keep you though, like you said, that spiritual connection, bro, it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
It's beyond the physical.
That's right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Connecting with somebody spiritually, man, it's so deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's friendship or relationship, man.
Right.
The vibrations, you know what I'm saying, levels that y'all be on.
Special, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm very appreciative. That's why, and the reason why I brought it up, because I do have a song on there about it, you know what I'm saying, called Look in My Eyes, man, when I'm giving her flowers, man.
Right.
And I felt like that wasn't even enough. She also on the BHNWB album, All For You, too. And you know, I spoke a little bit on the two of that, but make sure y'all check her out, though, man. J. Nicole.
So we coming to the end of the interview, man. The album is dope, man. Y'all learned a little bit more about Doty G Mac tonight. Make sure y'all stream the album. This is his latest album.
Yeah.
Brother done dropped mixtapes.
Singles, features.
He on a bunch of stuff.
My feature game is crazy, though.
He out here working.
Yeah.
Check out the song I'm Hot with Juvenile. Yeah.
Check out Running Shit with K Mills.
Yeah.
It's My Turn or My Time. Man, bro, they gonna kill me if I mess this song up, man. With GMB.
Yeah.
It's Our Time. Man, I got a lot of features out here, yo. A lot of people, but yeah, man, just look it up. Google me. I can say that too.
Google me.
Google Doty G Mac.
You can find the album on what? All streaming platforms,
All streaming
right?
platforms, yeah.
Right. So where can they find you at? Like, what if they follow you on Instagram? What they looking at?
Yeah. So Facebook is Doty G Mac. Instagram is Doty G Mac 11. Same thing is on TikTok. Twitter is Doty G Mac. Everything is Doty G Mac. Just Google me and you're gonna find everything.
Yeah. So, man, listen, Industry Outsiders, I just wanted to share a dope artist with y'all so y'all get to know him. I know y'all done probably seen his album cover, seen a few videos here and there, a couple shows here and there. He might have shared, I might have shared. You might have seen him somewhere. Sitting right here in front of y'all so he can you can hear from his mouth who he is, what music mean to him, what this album was about, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got that. Doty G Mac. Odyssey is the name of the latest album. Like he said, Google him. He all over the place. Videos and audio. You know what I'm saying? So check out my cousin, man. Pleasure, bro.
Gratitude, bro. Hey, this was dope. I actually enjoyed this.
Looking forward to doing more music and hearing more music from you too, bro. I'm pretty sure you hear what we ain't even tapped on this production. He make beats too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
but you did mention I'm a drummer, so why not be making beats as well?
100, y'all.
Hope y'all enjoy. What up? This your boy Doty G Mac, 1/4 for BHNWB, CEO of Body Kid Music Group, and you're now tuning in with Industry Outsiders with your man Wise Guy Plug. Me, you already know what it is.
I know right from wrong. I'm trying to right my wrongs. Even when I right my wrongs, when I write these songs spiritually. Poetic when I recite these poems without a pen or a pad. I ignite from the